Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am Quavis Nolan Walker. Start that back. Take two. Oh man, Go Ministries. It's almost like a plaza, man. It's like there's so much stuff involved with Go Ministries that it's hard to talk about one thing. So basically, it just pretty much birthed out of wanting to help the youth. Now, I'm fortunate to have both of my parents in my life, having a good background. I wasn't bad growing up. But when I became 19, 20, that's when I started messing up and started going to jail, kicked out of my home, kicked out the military and all of that stuff. So when I came to my senses and I started off being a youth worker, then a youth pastor, I would go in the neighborhood and get the kids. And my whole point was to show them you don't have to go through what I went through to get to where I'm at. I started to see there was a need even within the youth and their families about they needed food, they needed clothes. So I was always finding myself getting their school clothes, getting their food, buying groceries for them. And I knew if I was ever going to start something, that's what I was going to do. I was going to make sure there was a place where not only the youth can come in and feel safe, they can get to know other people, but I had a place available for their family so I can feed them. If they needed clothes, I can clothe them because I know what it's like to not have much money and not have a lot of clothes and not have any food at all. So no matter how optimistic and powerful I sounded, it was like, what am I doing? It's like they're cold. I'm gonna give them a good quote, not a coat. Me being at the Open Door Mission, announcing to the men and women there, like, there's a spot where you can get clothes. Then they was rushing through the doors. They was giving me so many referrals. So I recognized that need. So now it just wasn't lip service. Now there's action to the things I'm talking about. So within our clothing pantry, we're not just giving out hoodies and jeans, those things are necessary, but also giving out clothes for people who are going to need an interview. We're going to give them that one outfit they can use to every single job interview, one pair of shoes, and we're going to hook them up with a haircut so they can look their best for that interview. Knowing if they can look nice, they can feel nice, and they're going to speak the right kind of things, and they're going to get the job. Matter of fact, my first guy who ever came into the clothing pantry, he needed it for a job interview, and I gave him like 3 or 4 outfits, man. A smile on his face was something. You know, the kids that came in that needed clothes for the first day of school, or even summer clothes, or parents that came in, they were shocked because it's like, we got good quality stuff and you're not charging anything. Some things just gotta be done out of the goodness of your heart and from the experience, the things you experienced in life. I remember growing up, we didn't have much. We had to scratch for food and all those things. I remember myself personally growing up, man, I would eat Swiss rolls and chips for dinner because I didn't have any food. So then I want to put myself in a position where it's like, we want to help people get food. We want to help people get groceries, non-perishable food items. Being married and starting a ministry like this and the things that happened within my own family, we didn't have much. We had a lot of canned goods. We had a lot of boxed macaroni and cheese, cereal. Guess what? I'm still alive because it works. It still works. And I said to myself, I wonder how many families are out there that's struggling to get something to eat, where social service may not be giving them enough for food, or they just don't got the money for groceries. The youth of today are my kids' future leaders, teachers, pastors, and etc. So it's up to guys like me and thousands of others to help them grow up in a way that's going to make them not be another statistic, whether they're from the big city or suburb. From there, I got to know their families. So now we can provide to their families also. We can provide with them with clothes because we know clothes are expensive. Now we can provide them with food, a neighborhood with food. Now we can provide them with furniture. And the last portion of what Go Ministries do is a community resource center. That is the one thing we're going for right now. Within that community resource center, you will learn computer literacy, you'll be able to get your GED, job readiness skills, life skills, job postings, apartment postings, pregnancy care, where we will give women free cribs, carriages, baby seats. The main need for this ministry is finances. We also need volunteers for the things we'll be doing during the week, like to hand out food, to bag food, to fold and separate clothes. We need people that can volunteer their time to get furniture, that can teach some of the classes we'll be having. So it's a real organization that has a real need. And that will help this ministry go to the next level, because God isn't done. There's more people that's going to need help, and there's more life skills to present to people.